boy Riley Check. Is that your last name now?
Yeah, Riley Check.
Riley Check, back on the podcast, and he's gonna talk to us about the holistic lifestyle a little bit. But first, we're gonna get into some topics. He went so holistic, he kicked In and Out of Oakland. You heard about that?
I haven't heard yet. Let's see what happens.
No. Wait, first of all, what do you think about In and Out? Is it cool?
In-N-Out's cool.
It's good. All right,
I
cool.
like In-N-Out.
Holistic.
Nah,
enough?
they got all kinds of chemicals in there.
Hey, they pretty natural, bro. They got them natural cut fries right there. You can see them doing it the whole nine.
That's true. Every time I see him, I'm like, damn, that shit looks fresh. Like you can't even act like.
Yeah, and the vegetables are hella natural.
And the patties are good, huh?
I ain't gonna lie though, McDonald's fries taste way better with them chemicals though.
They do taste better.
McDonald's does taste bad.
You know what tastes
MSG.
better? You know what's better than McDonald's fries?
Which
Actually,
one?
I don't know. It's like a right there. The Habit fries.
Damn,
The Habit, they
I
pretty
haven't
They're
been.
thick. They're soft on the inside.
I think it's just like
crunchy
a
on the
different
outside.
beast.
Y'all
I thought
making
their
me
fries
hungry.
are sweet potato fries.
Oh, you could get sweet potato.
That's
Those
the only
are pretty
one I
good
had.
too.
Those are fire.
Anyways,
Who? In and Out or the other
the
one?
Habit.
Habit.
I don't know. I
You
heard
gonna
the
make
story.
me hungry right now.
I heard the story from my boy Whomps. His girl was working there, and there was rats running through there, boy.
Where the Habit?
Yeah, off of Sunrise.
Well, I
Don't
knew
go to
some
that
tweaker
one.
that used to work there too.
Hey, he said that the trick to making juicy burgers was just spray the shit out of them with water.
Oh, hey, that works.
I suppose he's popping.
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure he got fired, so we're good.
Oh
Okay.
man,
All
right,
that's
anyways,
homie,
yeah,
boy.
back to the In
let's
and Out,
check
right?
out the In and Out story. There's a little story about it. Let's look at it and then we'll make some comments.
All right, let's do it.
Let's see.
Restaurant in Oakland because of crime in that
Should I
area.
start it again?
The Burger chain released a
Nah,
statement
it's good.
saying the restaurant near the Oakland airport will be closing March 24th. The statement says, despite taking repeated actions to make things safer for
Bippin'.
customers and employees, they're still regularly the victims of car break-ins, property damage, thefts, and armed robberies. And the company's statement
Fucking
also
dirtbags.
said, quote, this location remains a busy and profitable one for the company, but our top priority must be the safety and
Damn.
well-being of our customers and associates.
Oh,
we
my
cannot
God.
ask them to visit or work in an unsafe environment. The
That's
company-
wild though. Like,
Bro.
So they shut down In and Out in Oakland. Is that like the first In and Out?
the only In and Out in Oakland got shut down because it's so violent and people keep getting robbed. Even at gunpoint, they have videos of it and like people's cars get broken into and they say, hey, it's not customers and it's not safe for our employees to work here because this is not a good environment. So they shut it down. Also, there's a ton of other stores that got shut down in, I think Cane's, the restaurant Cane's, I think they also shut down their, they only do the drive-thru now because of the same problem. The new mayor that got elected 2 years ago, I think it was the mayor, she cut the budget by $18 million they on that defund the police shit.
All the Starbucks left there too, no?
I think you might be right, bro.
I saw something about Starbucks leaving Oakland and San Francisco.
There's a ton of them that left. Yeah, you're right. There's a
Bro.
lot of places that got shut down.
Bro,
over
I'm not surprised. Everybody's getting robbed out there, and they were saying it's for the safety of the employees.
What, getting robbed for the safety?
No, shutting down. They shut down the In and Out because of the safety of the employees. Imagine every time I gotta go to In and Out, I was like, bro, I gotta watch out not to get robbed or stabbed or something. I'm gonna go drive somewhere else in a nicer neighborhood. Honestly, this gotta teach all those dirtbags out there that are doing that kind of stuff. See
Yeah,
what
this-
happens when you steal? You get no In and Out.
Hey, you know what? That's why, like, you know how like a lot of beef happens at the gas station in the hood.
Yeah.
Like people get shot. You gotta watch your back while you're getting gas.
Right.
That's why everybody should just get it tested, bro. You ain't gotta go to the gas station if you're in the hood. It's safer.
That's
Just
right.
charge at the
Hey.
house.
There's no
get it
charging
tested.
stations in the hood.
For real, like, what are you gonna? Everybody gonna chill with their Tesla, charging, shooting at each other? Like,
Yeah.
it ain't gonna work. But you charge your shit at home.
You
Yes.
know what? You know what's a better idea? So you hire one of the biggest gangs in the area, to protect you, and any violence, any crime.
What is this, like 1975 or whatever? New York,
Bro, it's like mafia stuff, right?
Yeah.
Imagine you get the biggest gang to protect your In and Out. No crime, nothing.
That's smart.
That's
That-
right.
That's
I'll pay
business.
for that.
I
That's
mean, it
business right
works.
there.
Security, bro.
Yeah, well,
Gang?
there's
Crip
actually
gang security.
there is a lot of companies who are actually paying for private security because the cops aren't doing much. And not
yeah.
that the cops aren't doing nothing, but they cut their budget, I think, by $18 million. So You know
Wow.
the Hodge twins, whatever their name is.
Oh yeah.
They did
Conservative twins.
a calculation. They're like, if every cop got $200,000, which they don't, they would have had 90 cops less work that year because of that $18 million cut, right? Cops don't get, they get like 100,000. So that means that 180 to 200 cops basically got cut out of a department that year. If we were to talk about cut one per one, but I feel like the programs are probably like, it's not just each cop. It's probably other things that get cut, not just that. And they basically made it where they put the money towards like mental health and shit like that.
Yeah, that's the dumbest thing. I'm gonna pull up with my little clipboard to ask you about your mental health. Why did you stab that person? You know, that's not okay. I
That's
think
not
you
nice,
need
bro.
vitamins. You're deficient in vitamins.
Yeah.
Dumbass.
Do you
You
want
need
to talk?
You need someone to talk to.
Come on, bro.
Hey, back to the private security. I've heard a lot of these private security companies are getting sued. So basically, if any of the security officers stop someone from stealing or stop someone from committing a crime, then they're personally getting sued. Sometimes it's the company, but sometimes it can go as far as if you are a security guard, you can personally get sued just for stopping someone from committing a crime. It's gone crazy.
I haven't heard about that, but I know that if, like, I used to do security and they said you're not allowed to put your hands on people because we can get sued. We used to put our hands on people regardless, but
You know who is allowed to put hands on anybody and they can't get sued?
Antifa?
Gangbangers.
Oh,
Gangbang, yeah.
They'll
That's
run up
right.
on you. Who you gonna sue, bitch?
Hey, we should start a security company.
Yeah.
It's
There-
easy. It's
there's
easy
plenty
because
of
people
people to
need
hire.
it. Right now, people need it. You know, there's no cops, so guess what? Private security.
Yeah. Under the table.
And you beat the shit out of people all the time.
Pay cash. Bro, no violence. Imagine, like, oh shit, that's the Crip in and out. We can't go there. All the Crips go there. polite, like,
They
hey,
start,
how are you,
everybody
sir?
got to wear the blue
Then
rag
the
on
bloods
there.
are gonna pull up, bro.
Hey,
Like, hell no.
Instead of
You better
the
go on the other
instead of
side.
the red hats, they gonna have blue hats at In-N-Out.
Bruh, that would be hella funny. A whole Crip theme in and out.
Hey, bro, if that's like your most profitable location and you can't operate because of violence and stuff,
Yeah.
I'd hire a gang.
Oh yeah.
It's
And,
business.
and they're not
Cripping
tied
out.
into anything. They're not gonna get sued. They can actually touch you.
Well, they can go to jail. That's why they don't get sued. And they don't got shit
Yeah,
to
but-
get sued for. That's why.
But they do stuff to go to jail all the time. This is actually a better cause.
Hey,
Hey,
business
free
as usual.
In-N-Out. If you protect
true.
In-N-Out, you get free In-N-Out, cuz.
Bro, free in and out.
That's
for
what
life.
I'm saying.
That's
That'd be
worth
worth it.
crashing out. Yeah.
Imagine
I would do that.
either I go try to sell some drugs and potentially get arrested, go to jail, or all of us just get together and we're the security guard of that whole department center.
Something like that is already happening within concerts, and that's actually how.
Gang shit.
Yeah, a lot of gangbangers are being hired for security for concerts and shit.
Hell
That's
yeah.
actually how Draco the Ruler, the rap guy, I don't know if you heard of him, but he got killed actually, and they were saying it was an inside job because YG was cool with all the security guards, you know, because this dude Draco had beef with a certain part of LA, whatever. It's a whole
And they
other
brought the wrong
tangent.
gang or some shit.
Yeah, well, they basically they set him up, dude. They said, hey, you can't bring your whole entourage. You can bring like 2 people. And of course, it's an event where you get searched, so you can't bring any weapons, whatever. But then they let the other guys, which was YG allegedly, and he brought like 50 people. And they jumped this fool and stabbed him and killed him at the
Damn.
concert. Yeah. R.I.P. Draco, man.
That's wild. Yeah,
Crazy
right after I started hearing about him, like I heard he was dead. Even Live did a song with him.
Yeah, he was a big deal, man. He was one of the biggest. I don't know what to compare him to. I would say he's almost like LA's Lavish D, honestly.
Yeah, he was cool.
Yeah. I would say he's like LA's Lavish D because he was very successful, but he had beef with a lot of people, and you know people don't
Yeah.
like that. Like
Wow.
honestly, if Lav didn't move, bro, all the power and money that Mozzie has, he might have already been touched. Who knows? But that's
I don't
a
know
whole
that from
other.
Mozzie's vagina.
Yeah,
So
little Timmy,
little Tim.
little Tim.
Talking about gangs, bro. What about the trucker gang?
Trucker
they-
gang.
The
they're
trucker
on their
gang.
way.
You didn't hear about the truck gang that's going to Texas right now? A truck convoy?
Oh yeah, what's that
That's
about?
not a gang.
Well, we'll call it a gang.
It's the gang of America. It's the gang of America.
You're talking about like all of the
Truckers.
military people that are going out there.
No,
to-
bro. Truckers with their trucks.
Oh, these are like
Look,
civilians
check
and
this
trucks.
out. Watch,
No,
check this out.
semi trucks.
Big rigs.
Semi trucks. Watch this shit.
I didn't know this was a thing. I'm trying to go.
Put this on, pimpin'. You ain't got no semi truckers.
He'll
If you
buy
really
one
want to
cash
fight
right
and
now.
want to stand up, fine, do so in the ballot.
No, screw that.
Right now, a group with the intention of stopping migrants from entering the U.S. heads to border towns, including one near Eagle Pass. The Take Our Border Back convoy says it'll be calling on the government to address the crisis at the border. And tonight, some are questioning the group's motives.
That's right. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Jonathan Martinez.
I'm Mandy Noel.
In a video the group posted online, they say they condemn violence and aren't looking to engage with anyone. As News 4 San Antonio's Amanda Henderson reports, law enforcement along the border preparing for the convoy to arrive a bit later this week.
1,500 miles away from San Antonio,
Is this it?
the Take Back Our Border convoy
This
has
is
started
wild.
its journey
It doesn't
toward
look that
border
big,
towns.
bro. It looks like there's like
No, I saw
And we're
videos
ready.
online
We're
with
ready
like hella
to,
shit, but
Yeah,
hopefully
Canada's was
people-
way bigger.
Canada was
peacefully
thick.
and,
Canada.
Is that
That's
all
what
of them
happened.
fools that are
The
going there?
group's
They ain't
goal,
got no.
according to their website, is to
supposedly they're
peacefully
coming from
assemble on
across the
Saturday
country.
and call on government
All right.
leaders to address
Do
the
we
southern
need to watch
border.
the rest
We
of it?
reached out for
So this is basically like some shit that kind of like what happened with the on January 6th when hella people from the country, all over the country, showed up over there, and
Or it's like the convoy in Canada too.
yeah, but I don't see as many. But I mean,
Yeah.
oh, they're making it right now. It looks like.
Hey, I don't know if you guys know, but probably the best protesters of all time are the French.
Why?
Have you seen what they do?
Yeah, what's
Dude, when
happening in
these
France
dudes
is
get mad about
crazy
something-
right now.
Yeah, they they were going around. They were going around with like giant things of hay and shoving it into businesses and McDonald's and
Hey,
and-
like hey.
yeah, like hay that they feed the animals.
Oh.
They would just shove them in there and block the ways and stuff, and then they would spray like shit with water. Just
No way. This
Oh,
is
wow.
So-
they're like, hell no, we're not gonna listen no more. You guys better change your shit.
Yeah, do you guys know what's happening there right now?
Nah, what's popping?
So
in
basically, the farmers are protesting because the
got
country they
fake cows or
decided.
something?
So basically, the farmers they were getting their diesel for like 30 cents a gallon, right? So the
Okay.
farmers making all the food, doing all that, they were getting their diesel for like 30 cents a gallon, and because of climate change and all this nonsense, they're like, oh well, we don't want as much farming going on, so we're gonna make it more hard for people to run a farm. So what they did is they made it where it's like $5-6 a liter, and a liter's not even a gallon. So
Yeah,
they're
that's
paying
wild.
like $10 a gallon for gas in France, right? So it's basically set up to where these farmers they can't grow food, so everything's just going to be like completely factory produced because of climate change. So all these people are out their jobs. So what they're doing is they're going with manure. They're bringing manure and they're just spraying all the government buildings with straight manure.
Damn.
Like if you look,
manure is what?
what
Dookie.
shit.
Dookie.
Straight.
Yeah, straight cow
shit.
poop, all that. So they
Damn.
have piles and piles, and they'll take a whole building.
How'd they save all that shit though? Like where they get it all?
That's what I'm
They got it
saying.
on
They've
deck.
been saving it for years.
They got piles.
like, hey, I got some shit for you.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely crazy. And then if you look at the motive, like, of why they're gonna make it so hard for people to grow food, a lot of it comes down to, hey, they have so much money, they don't care. They could just have power. Feed everyone the bullshit. We'll keep all the meat.
Kind of like
we'll
they're
keep all
doing it
that.
with the fake meat out here now. The lab grown.
You know
meat
how
and
much
shit.
a price of a steak is gonna
Impossible.
be because of this? Well, okay, one steak it's gonna be like $100 because
Well, you could probably get the
there's-
fake one for like
you
$5.
can't grow anything. Well, yeah, you could
Even the
maybe
fake ones
have
are
a fake
hella
one.
expensive.
Yeah.
The fake ones are
No,
expensive.
bro,
as
he's
fuck.
right. I heard about the fact that when they were having the water shortage, even out here in California and throughout the USA, they were charging way more money for the water, which made the farming and everything hella expensive. So it just literally backfired on everybody.
No, all these farms are going out of business, and then also the average age of a farmer right now is I think 60.
Why?
Because nobody wants to be a
no
damn
one
farmer.
wants to be a farmer.
These kids want to be YouTubers.
Oh,
they
they
don't
be
wanna be
dying already? Is that what you're saying?
No, the
I'm trying to
average
be a
age of a
streamer.
farmer
Oh,
is 60.
age. I thought you were just gonna. I thought you meant life expectancy or some shit.
Yeah,
No,
no, the average age.
Everybody's starting podcasts
Well,
now.
who the hell wants to do it? Hey, but honestly, who the hell wants to be a farmer?
Bro, there's hella
I mean,
money
yeah,
in farming.
if you could be a TikTok and Instagrammer.
Well, not even besides that, but like a normal job instead of milking cows all day and all this shit. That just sounds.
I mean, look,
I'm not a farmer, bro.
if you can make good money, you're gonna want to be a farmer, right? It's just not incentivized anymore.
I
Before,
mean, I guess I'll milk some cows for $200,000 a year.
yeah,
Bruh.
50 years ago, you can make a cool income and like take care of your family with a farm. But right now, like, if you're a farmer, you're poor.
For real?
A lot of times. Now,
Damn.
there's like these big factory farmers who grow like pistachios and stuff like that. Like they're loaded. They're selling all their
Yeah, hell
pistachios
yeah.
in
I
China.
was about to say it's like
Yeah.
$30 a
Pistachios are
pack.
bread, bruh.
Oh yeah.
Now there's people that sell other stuff and they make hella money on them.
I think there's
Especially
some
like-
incentives on certain things, but not in France apparently.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on in France, but those fools, they're hilarious. If you look at the history of their protests, those fools don't play. They'll burn shit down and break buildings and crash cars into random buildings. And,
They know how to protest, man.
hey, but
Damn.
every single time they get the attention and they change. They're like, oh, you want to charge us more for diesel? We're going to spray shit all over your
I
walls.
mean, I'm not sure I like that kind of approach. That sounds like some BLM type of protest.
Nah, they
They
don't
burn
take
down
no
buildings
shit.
and shit.
Hey, they don't play though.
I
Basically,
know,
they're
but
trying to take away their
BLM did the
food.
same shit, and we didn't agree with that.
The only reason you would stop the farmers from producing food is if you want to raise all the prices and just keep everyone poor. It's all about
or I'll
power,
just farm
you know?
for myself, and they can starve themselves. I'll farm my own shit.
And not if you're living in a little project cubicle, you know. Everyone living in a 15-minute city just going, you can have
That's
to
true
get a
because a lot
passport
of
to
shit
leave
out
and all
there in
this.
like Europe is mainly city and like what
Yeah.
it would be literally farmers on the outskirts bringing in stuff.
I mean,
shit.
you're not going to be raising a cow in your apartment.
Hey,
Yeah,
but they
for
got
real.
good deals on like gold chains.
Well, they be cows in the apartments out here, bruh. Some
Yeah,
guys
they
be
do.
having the women big as a cow.
These poor
Women is
bastards.
getting big.
That's facts.
That's facts. We'll get to that in a minute. But hey, y'all, so how about that thing, bro? 5 Ukrainian officials charged with embezzling 40 million designated for war effort.
What does that mean?
That's not
Basically, they
surprising.
robbed $40 million that was supposed to.
I was waiting to hear about this. I was waiting to hear about this because we're sending what? Billions
Billions,
and
bro.
billions and billions of
You know how
dollars.
easy it was to steal 40 million off of billions?
That's nothing.
Yeah, friggin' Hunter Biden probably took a few too.
Shit, hell yeah. I'm curious, like, for reals. Like, I'm curious how many millions went to Biden or the people that are sending the
Don't
money.
worry
there.
about it, bigot.
Big yeah.
Has anyone looked into like what does money actually goes to?
No.
Well,
Not
they-
really.
What?
Yeah.
Which money? You talking about the money we send?
The money for the wars?
Well, somebody talked shit on one of our comments the other day on saying that we're hella dumb that they don't actually send money; they actually send weapons. Regardless,
He's lying.
I heard the
No, that's
rumor.
cap.
I heard the
They
rumor, and I don't
actually-
know,
Bro,
if
they
it's
shipped
true.
a whole fat ass container of cash. What do you mean?
cash.
Cash.
I heard some of it is weapons. But
They
then,
did send
But then
weapons.
they
It's
go
minimal.
and sell those weapons. I heard some of these weapons got into the hands of the Hamas guys.
That's what I was about to say. I heard that they saw our weapons shooting at Israel and shit.
Why are these piece of dog shits trying to give other people weapons, but take it away from us?
For
Because
real.
those fools don't give a shit. They're like, oh, please let me get some money. The Ukrainians, they act like, oh, please.
Honestly,
then they
Ukraine
get the money and
deserves
make
it.
money off of it.
They
yeah,
deserve
so
it.
we've given
Hey, they're the
billions
ones that
of
got rid of
dollars.
their guns.
Dumbasses.
that's real.
They got rid of their guns.
Yeah.
Oh, no, we
Talking
don't
all
need
this
guns because we made a we shook hands and said you're not gonna attack me,
Hey,
right?
supposedly Marina's dad's a Biden supporter now because he freaking they gave Ukraine hella money. He's Ukrainian.
I was retarded.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That shit is so dumb, bro.
So, anyways, we're not surprised with any of this.
We're not surprised, but we're like, I was like, this is a given. Like, are you serious?
Okay,
This is
even
our
when we
tax
spend money at home, like our own budgets, you know, when we have those like, you know, billion-dollar spending bills and stuff like that. If you look at where the money actually goes, first of all, it's usually like 30 or 40%. It's just unaccounted for. It's just accounting
Somebody's
errors.
robbing it somewhere
So,
for sure.
so someone's robbing it, but then the stuff that we do have, it's just for stupid stuff. It's like gender inclusive studies and like all this stuff. No, if you actually break
No,
down these bills,
I
they'll
believe
spend
you.
like $5 million on studying genders. Like,
actually very
is it that hard, bro?
There's two genders.
Yeah, there's
we don't
only
need to
two.
study any further.
It's been around forever. There's two.
Hold on,
Here's-
guys. We need a couple million to figure this out.
Give me 75 million to find out how many genders there are.
Show me your record right now.
Oh my God. You heard that, bro? One of the top donors at Harvard stopped donating, one of the billionaires, and he said because Harvard students are snowflakes. And he took his money out. He's
Good.
like, I'm not giving the snowflakes no freaking money.
Good.
That's gonna happen. That's gonna happen, especially after the stupid ass whatever her name was. I don't know.
Oh,
it's not a
the-
CEO, but the head.
Yeah, her last name was Gay or some shit.
Yeah, whatever.
Straight up.
Okay, so what about all the billionaires that are pushing these agendas, these transgender agendas, these climate change agendas?
Which one?
It's the DEI shit.
We don't know where they're at, but I'm sure there's somebody's up there pushing. I don't think they actually care about these things, bro. I think there's something else to it because I doubt the fool gives a shit about climate change.
No, what the hell?
The way Andrew Tate described it is this fool was saying that
We're gonna get banned now.
we're instantly banned.
Disclosure.
Keywords.
Instantly banned. So the way that Andrew
Instantly
Tate
banned.
described it is that the reason these billionaires are pushing these transgender agendas, these climate change agendas, is because they have so much money. They were born into money. Money does not make them happy. So what makes them happy? Power. Just power. So all these fools, the only way they're going to be happy is if they control everything. They can have all the money in the world. They can, right now, they can hop on a jet flight anywhere in the world. They could do it 1,000,000 times, just be paying for it 1,000,000 times in the next hour, and it wouldn't hurt them at all. As money's simply a number to them. So the only thing they can do is control everyone else. Now, what they do is they team up with all the other billionaires. They're like, hey, get on our page. We're all going to work together. If you don't work with us, we're going to go to war with you. That's why you see people like Andrew Tate getting everyone coming at them. That's why you see people like Trump having everyone come at them because they're not going exactly with the narrative.
Yeah, they're pushing against the agenda, and like it's kind of like you hang out with a group of people. They all believe one thing. And then you come with some opposing views, like you like to eat raw chicken, and then they all get all over your helmet.
And everyone's like, "You dumbass."
Yeah. They're all talking shit, and they don't even know about it, right?
They don't even know
nothing about it.
Okay, we'll come back to that, right? We
Okay,
got other stuff.
yeah.
We'll come back to that.
If you watch so far, just keep looking because there's some special shit at the end.
We'll save that for last.
Keep looking. But anyway, yeah, I'm tired of Ukraine's ass.
I'm tired of them too. They need to just give up.
That
Join
piece of
forces with Russia, become one big nation, and shut the hell up.
Hell nah, because that's going to give this fool Putin hella more money and shit. He's not even after the reunification of the motherland. He's all about the fucking reserves of the oil and the natural gas that Ukraine has.
It's smart.
It is smart. I'm not mad.
You want NATO to have that shit? They're going to be unstoppable. Hell no.
Putin's just
We're
working
part of
in
NATO,
Russia's best
so
interest. That's
I
it.
feel like I support them
I know,
more
but if
than Putin.
thinking about it, like if that was my country, I'd probably do the same.
Hey, but look,
yeah,
bro.
come on.
I'm protecting my shit.
Look,
of course.
Putin actually made a good point. He's just saying that these people are just trying to push their shitty ass agendas all over the place, and that's the reason why they are fighting so hard on us. And they want to put that shit there. That's why they're mad at them because Putin isn't putting up with their agenda.
I feel it, but at the same time, their agenda is, for the most part, our agenda, from what I understand.
Who?
NATO. Is that who we're talking about?
What, to push gays and climate change?
No,
That's literally what it is.
Big fat liars.
Yes, that's what it is, bro.
It's all virtue signaling. Every
I
single
feel
bit
like
of it.
it's democracy more than anything. Is what like
How is
NATO.
it even democracy nowadays, though?
It's really not. It's damn near
How's
fake.
democracy? Like, honestly, like people's lives, literally, like as much as you like it or not, most of the time you communicate with all your friends and people on the internet. They shut you down. You can't say what you want. Don't do this. Don't do that. Like, I heard a story, bro, how there's a student, no, there's a teacher who got kicked out of the student or the school Facebook group because he said some shit they didn't like. And now he can't be part of the class group no more because they didn't like him, so they kicked him out. And now they're taking it to the Supreme Court. So I guess that might be something that, depending how that goes, that might say something about the social media platforms. But
yeah,
talk about democracy. If teachers go against the teachers union, and these are the people teaching our kids at government institutions, if they go against the narrative of the union, they'll get fired. So they have to go with the trans agenda, the climate change agenda, all this nonsense. They have to talk about it. And if they don't talk about it, they'll get fired. No one voted them in, nothing. It's just they got a job as a teacher.
Hey, you know who can't talk about trans and gay rights and that kind of stuff?
who?
The Russians.
Why?
Because Putin will
Beat
freaking
the shit
smack
out
you.
of them? Obviously, bro, you leave them alone. But the problem is just that push that they're trying so hard is annoying. Like, other than that, who gives a shit? Like, nobody cares about you. Go have 50 genders. If you're sick in the head, do it. It's your problem. But don't bring it around me and try to convince me of it.
well, it's really all about the kids, honestly. To me, like, do whatever the fuck you want, and then you could yell on the top of the buildings. You can try and push your agenda. Don't push it on kids.
Right.
When my
And
little
that's-
sister went to high school, on one of her first days, she came back and she said, one of the first questions that they got was, "What do you identify as? He/him, they/them, she/her. What are your pronouns?" These are what they're asking the kids at school.
Re/hard.
Nice. Bro, that's some bullshit. 'cause
Brain/washed.
Kids
But
don't
for
know
real.
any better. If you give kids options, it's the worst thing you can ever do. I don't know.
Yeah.
Most of us have kids here. I don't know if you have any kids, but if you give a kid options, like if you're like, what do you want for dinner? This, or this. Bro, it's the worst thing you can ask them. The best thing you should just say is, hey, this is what we're going to have for dinner, because kids don't know what to choose, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You give them options. If you told a kid, what's up? You want to eat these pills? Do you want to eat this chicken? Or do you want to drink this bleach?
Yeah, kids are
They're
like
going to
women.
consider all three
I'll
options.
try the bleach.
They're going to consider all three options because they just don't know any better. So why give them all these fucked up options?
Exactly. And why
It's
did they have
dumb.
to read? Like, you know how they have those drag queens
Oh
reading to
my
little
God,
kids?
bro.
What is it? What is it behind it that makes so much sense to you that this is okay?
It's
I
have
don't
no
understand.
idea.
What man dresses up like a woman and wants to go read to little kids?
Here's
That's
the
such a
thing
like
too, bro.
weird, like pedophile fetish.
That is fucking weird.
Here's the
Yeah.
thing too, like the thing is nowadays not the only thing, like you saw what they're getting on Mark Zuckerberg for.
Yeah.
They're saying that social media was causing like harm and like mental problems and depression and
Yeah.
shit in kids. But I mean, you saw the little video. These fools are trying to make this fool apologize to the parents or the victims, they called it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, honestly, it's not his fault.
It's not.
He put a freaking product out, and why you let your kid use it?
That's true.
Yeah, that is real.
User
it
error.
does fall on the parents. nigga.
Supposedly, they're trying to pass a law. I don't know if it was here or where. That they don't want kids under 16 to have a social media account, which I mean, I believe that.
I honestly, I kind of agree with that.
Yeah.
Because at 16, you're not developed enough, bro. And there's a lot of shit. The internet is damn near like the Wild Wild West. There's a lot of shit that they could get into.
Yeah.
And it could influence their whole life.
But
Yeah,
the thing
that-
is, this is an internet type thing. How are you gonna stop these people from
Yeah,
doing it?
exactly.
How many times they say, "Hey, you're supposed to be 18 to look at this website"? And it's like, "Hell yeah, I'm 18."
Are you looking
So
at
what they
titties
wanna
again?
do-
you gonna know?
What they want to do is they want to start having people enter their government ID in order to be on social media.
Okay,
and they
that's some
say
bullshit.
it's because they want the children to be safe, so that way no one under 16 is going on social media. But that's complete nonsense, right? If everyone has to tie their actual identity to their web profile, that's just full control. You know, now
they already
anything you
done
say
that.
online.
Hold on. So you need an ID to make a Facebook page,
So,
but they're trying to
This is
get rid of
theoretical.
IDs to vote for
Yeah,
the election.
that is
Exactly.
wild.
That makes
bruh.
sense.
Yeah.
That's crazy that you said that. But at the end of the day, the government has your ID already. Why do they need it? Like,
Well-
I don't
well,
think there's
because
no
look,
conspiracy
once-
behind it, is there?
Well, no, because look, once you're tied to a social media account with your ID, now it's not you get banned. Now it's like, okay, well,
If
you
you say
got
some
banned.
racist shit
Now
online,
you're
they
on
know
some
it
kind
was
of
you.
list. Yeah. Now every single thing that you do online comes back to your home. You know, this is in Canada during COVID. People were posting stuff online, and the government was coming to their doors, arresting people, be like, "Hey, you have to, you know, this is a dangerous take because you were telling people not to stay inside and isolate and wear a diaper on their face. This is dangerous."
That's
and people,
some communist shit, though.
Yeah,
and
that's
people were
wild.
going to jail.
Well,
and-
hey, like,
If
so-
people are going to jail in Australia too for saying some shit online.
yeah, people
and
were
they
getting
literally
shot in the
showed up-
streets for protesting.
Dude, they showed up to people's house and said, "You said this, and that on your Instagram or Facebook or whatever."
Well,
so
even in the United States.
we're gonna have to arrest you.
In the United States, if you
Wow.
had too many people over and your neighbor snitched on you during this period of time in 2020, even 2021, if you had too many people at your house, what would happen is everyone would pull up. The whole police department would pull up like 5 deep in their masks and everything and like try to break up your thing. And if you don't do it, you're going to jail. If you do not have everyone leave your house, you're going to jail. And this happened in New York. This happened in California. In New York, a lot of the Chabad and synagogues, the Jews, they were getting arrested for having too many people gathered together just because the government decided, oh,
yeah, because they said it was bad. It was like against the rules. Don't have. How many people was it? You
don't
could hang
even
out more
remember.
like
You
seven
can- no, you
people.
Are
can
you
have
talking
more than-
about COVID
Yeah.
times? Oh, okay, yeah. that's-
Hey, but
Yeah.
look, this kind of goes back to that thing with the Ring cameras. Ring used to be able to, used to give the law enforcement access to your Ring camera if they said that it was a necessity.
oh, they still do that.
Well, they just passed the bill right now saying that you can't do it no more. See, it says Ring will no longer allow police to request doorbell footage from the users. So they could ask for it, but you don't have to give it to them, and they would have to like literally get subpoenas and like hella shit to try to or warrants to try to get it from you. But I guess there was instances where they just went to Amazon and they're like, "Hey, we need the footage," and they just released it without your consent. I mean,
that happens with call companies all the time.
But that I don't know. Like that shouldn't be. I don't know. What do you guys think of that?
I don't know how I feel about that.
We live in a world with very little to no privacy, right? Your phone call, at the end of the day, if the police really need to, they can go to the call company and they can get all your phone calls recorded and everything.
They don't record.
There's a database. There's a database of all phone calls
of where the call went to and for how long. But it's not like
they don't got recording.
It doesn't record your voice, bro.
And they can also do live listening. So if they have a warrant, for example, if they have a warrant, there's people who will have cases against them that are like 6 months up to even 6 years long, just full of phone recordings, text messages, and everything. Because
I believe
once
they could tap
people
you
are
if
being
they want to.
once people are being investigated, ever since 9/11, they're able to listen in to all phone calls.
Yeah, I heard about
and
that.
then they can record it, build
you
a whole
have
database.
to get an actual warrant from a judge saying that this is like they could actually tap your shit. They can't just tap
But
you
you
just
guys think
because.
that is cool? Like, what do you think?
That's fucked up, bro. First of all, that's violating all of our rights.
Right.
I bought this Ring camera. This is my Wi-Fi connection. I'm paying a monthly service to store all of this. Why is it not my decision if I want to share that or not?
For real, like I'm the one paying the $3.99.
Okay,
Yeah.
but they just switched it now.
They just passed it to where like they're not allowed to. They literally have to come. Police have to come and get it from you and ask you for it.
Okay, that's
that's
good.
But no, they're supposedly had a bunch of cases where the police is like, "Hey, we need this shit," and they're like, "All right, for sure."
Okay, yeah, that's not good.
That's terrible.
Just getting it without your permission, it's some sense of like violating your privacy. Because what do you mean?
If I was walking butt naked in front of my house.
Well, nobody cares about you butt naked. But,
and then they release it to the public.
But I mean, if it's that person's property, it's kind of like if somebody does something, robs a store or something, the cops will go across the street and get surveillance footage from those people, but they request it. They don't just
here's the deal.
have.
I think most cases where they picked up the footage and stuff like that is when they pulled up on like somebody at their own house had beef, they arrested them, they whooped ass, or something happens like beef in front of. If you whoop your neighbor's ass and it's in front of your door, now the police come and get the footage so they can get you for it. Like, nah, bitch, this is my footage.
Yeah, that's
I'm not
great.
giving you
that's
I'm not giving you evidence so you can put me in jail for whooping his ass.
A lot of people have the cameras in their own homes too.
Dude, I have
Like
cameras
indoors. Yeah, indoors too. Yeah,
But
That's why I'm not a fan of cameras.
I got but my whole neighborhood. If you do anything outside, there's like 3-4 neighbors that have a direct vision of where you are.
oh,
Honestly,
100%.
in a way, I like it because I don't have to worry about like
It's
if
cool,
something
but
goes
I feel
down.
weird, bro.
I'll get you, bro. If you do something in my neighborhood,
Yeah.
they could literally just go to every single house and get all the footage and find out where you went. You know what I mean?
It's one thing if they ask you for permission. If you as the homeowner have the right to decline,
Right.
then that should be all right.
That's fine. Yeah.
Well, I would doubt most
agree with
people
that.
would decline if there's some shit happened in front of my house and they needed it. People would be like, all right, whatever. People are usually helpful, but
Did you guys see the video of this cop that was chasing some dude, and this guy ran and jumped in some lady's trash can, and the cop came around looking for him, couldn't find him, and then at the door, the little ring, the lady got on. It was like, "Hey, he's in my trash can."
oh, I
and
think
then when they pulled him, like,
I
"Get out
heard
of the
that's
some
hella
good
can."
things.
grimy, bro. That's grimy.
Hell no, I'll
Just
snitch on that piece of shit too.
Hell no, I would be like,
Get out of my neighborhood, you bum.
I'd be like, hey, bro, hop the fence in the back.
Hell no. All of them.
would
Everybody
you do,
get
bro?
arrested in my neighborhood.
Would
Don't
you
come
snitch or
around.
not? You white. Would you snitch or not?
Probably not.
Nah.
I just don't, honestly. Okay,
Yeah, and you also have a black friend. Come on.
At this point, I've seen police arrest people for too much stupid shit.
That's true.
And-
I hate
and
that.
it's like-
I'll snitch.
You a
I'll snitch
snitch.
right now.
You better kick it with 6ix9ine.
I don't give a shit.
You gotta go get a
I don't-
podcast with 6ix9ine.
I don't give a shit. Don't be coming around me with your crack and your bullshit and
Who
breaking
comes to
into
your house with crack? Crackers ain't even around here.
Nobody. Nobody. Because I call the cops.
This was wild, bro.
No, if I see, I don't like bums
So-
and crackheads around my shit.
Hey,
During
crack.
during
Crack-
COVID, I got threatened to be arrested just for not wearing a mask. So it's like,
What happened
That's
to your
pretty
white
dumb.
privilege?
and that's what I'm saying, man.
You should have said,
See,
I'm
that
white.
officer, that officer, I tried pulling out my white privilege card.
You didn't have it with you?
He grabbed it.
It was expired.
And he chucked it.
That shit was expired. Get this shit out of here, white boy.
This
Yeah.
is wild. So,
See,
man, what do you guys think about this new drug? It's called Ozempic, and it's a freaking popular ass drug for fat. It's basically for fat people to lose weight, but you have to have diabetes to get it prescribed. Okay, but it
That seems kind of bad. Oh, let me go get diabetes real quick.
Isn't
you
it
can only-
diabetes medicine?
it's not like medicine for diabetes. It's for fat people with diabetes
So
to
they
help
can
them lose weight.
Okay.
They have some kind of the way it works. It's here I'm gonna tell you guys what it works.
Hold on. Why is it only for people with diabetes?
I don't know, but they
Why
only give
can't-
it to those people because they are fat as hell.
Okay, but what if the regular people that are fat as hell and want to use it?
They're
You're
doing
not.
it.
They
If
won't
there's
give it
no
to you.
like, well, okay, what's the side effect?
Okay, so my mom went to the thing today and told the doctor, "Hey, what's up? I'm trying to get some medicine to lose weight because my dad's on this."
Yeah.
So my dad lost like 20-something pounds, almost 30.
Diabetes.
So she went over there like, "What's up with it?" But they didn't want to give it to her because she's like, "Hey, you're not on the thing, whatever, diabetes."
Yeah.
So a lot of people now they're going to Mexico and buying it like a drug, almost like testosterone replacement and like
Yeah.
steroids and shit. They're buying it like that, bro. Celebrities, everybody.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
It's big.
hold on.
Basically.
what's the side effects?
So I'll tell you. Let me tell you what it does now. I'll tell you the
Alright,
side
go
effects. First, it says it mimics a hormone called GLP-1, which is basically a hormone that tells your body that, hey, I'm full. So then you no longer eat. It stimulates the body to produce insulin, which makes you less insulin resistant, and then it curbs the hunger and slow stomach emptying. Basically, like you won't be shitting as much, or like your food will sit in you more.
You won't
you'll
digest as
You'll
much.
be full of shit for a while.
Does it slow your digestive? Like your food will digest slower? Is that?
Does it cause
What do you mean
you
you're
to
full?
fall?
No,
shit.
it's just like you won't be shitting. I don't know.
That doesn't make sense. Anyways, what's the?
Well, not as much or whatever. They're saying that it'll clog up. Side effects?
Yeah, what's the side effects on
Let
that?
me see. But see right here, it says that it just went past $50 billion, bro. It says, look, Novo Nordisk smashes past 500 billion value on obesity drug frenzy.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Like what?
Side effects sound like they could be pretty boo-boo, pretty bad. I mean, what? Oh.
Because it's either side effects or be fat as hell.
No, I guess that's the question though. Like, here's the side effects. There's some more that they added.
What
There's
is
a
it?
whole list. You can put it up. Look, diarrhea, dizziness, fatigue, headache, vision changes,
Okay, those are all normal.
pancreatitis.
Pancreatitis, nigga.
What is that?
I don't know.
It's something to do with your pancreas. I don't know.
Loss of appetite,
Hunger.
constipation,
Heartburn.
hypoglycemia, allergic
Wait,
reaction.
so you're
Bro,
telling
these
me
are not kidney disease. They get serious.
and now they say
Thyroid cancer?
Thyroid cancer is like one of the ones.
Okay, that's kind of bad.
I guess a lot of problems with the stomach also.
so you're telling me this drug
Injection?
suppresses your hunger?
Yes, it gives you that hormone GLP-1, and which makes you feel full.
So you're artificially suppressing your hunger, and you're getting all these side effects. And the worst part is, people are gonna act surprised when they get this thyroid cancer or when they get this kidney disease. They'll be like, "Ugh,
I don't know, bro.
my
'cause
genetics."
You could get thyroid cancer and kidney disease from other shit.
I don't
You
even know
drink too
what
much, you get
thyroid is
kidney
anyway.
disease.
Yeah.
So I don't know. This honestly, the side effects don't seem that crazy.
I think the crucial ones or the bad ones are like less likely because they just can't. The
Yeah.
drug has been around I think since 06, and it's just kind of. But it took off crazy now, bro. On the black market, it's like, do we have that many fat people in this freaking world?
Yeah.
And why
not
can't
in
they
this
just lose
country.
weight
So-
normally? Like, go lose some damn weight.
It's not even just
Have
fat
you guys
people.
seen
work.
pictures from the 1960s and 70s where there's the beaches and no one is fat? Like everyone's
Yeah.
skinny.
Go to Europe.
No,
That's basically
no
what-
blue hair. No covered in tattoos. Everyone's just in great shape. And this was just 50, 60 years ago.
Yeah,
What's happened since
that
then?
was Europe. When we came here 15, 20 years ago from Europe, it was like that. I don't know if it's like that, but if you saw a person like me, like, damn, that fool's fat.
Yeah.
Man.
That's how it was out there.
They don't
The
sell
food in
double
the food in the
Mid-Macs.
United States
still
is
look
pretty
good.
messed up. Like
A lot of sugar and shit. Huh?
no, just even like a basic snack that you would get in Europe versus the United States. The ingredients are going to be completely different.
I did hear
The
about
United
that.
States is going to be stupid cheap to manufacture. In Europe, it's going to be still stupid cheap to manufacture. It's just going to have like maybe 3-4 ingredients. In the United States, it's going to have like 10 ingredients.
They put all the shit that make it taste hella good, and like sugar is damn near hella addicting, bro.
Yeah, don't get me wrong.
Oh,
they
yeah.
have some terrible food in Europe too. But a lot of the stuff, if you're in the United States, you're going to get 10, 15, sometimes
Well-
even 30 or 40 extra ingredients that just aren't necessary. And then fools are going to eat this, and then they're going to get hella fat or hella sick, and they're going to be like, oh, my genetics. You know, I'm big boned.
Big bone. Hey, but
Like,
look, bro,
you
Because we'll just
idiot.
take that
So-
one drug and that's
so
it.
let me, the drug.
Skinny.
This fool. But here's the thing, fool. I had high blood pressure. You remember I used to have that?
Yeah, I did too.
So like a month ago, probably, I started on a little diet and I only ate vegetables for a whole 3 weeks. But within 7 days, bro, my blood pressure regulated and I got off the pills in 7 days of eating only like plant-based shit.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. I emailed my doctor and I was like, hey, what's up? Like my blood pressure's like damn near hell low. I just been on the diet. She emailed me. She had somebody call me from the hospital like, hey, get off the pills.
Damn.
Like immediately called me. She's like, come see me in a month after that. So I have a meeting to go with them and check my blood test.
Yeah.
I feel like 1,000% my blood pressure's gone. It just feels like a whole new world, bro.
Yeah,
That's dope.
it's pretty common sense. You poison yourself, your body's going to react to those poisons, and
That's true.
It's going to have to create some kind of symptoms to cope with it.
Yeah, and here, let me tell you the hardest part about the whole diet. It wasn't not eating bread or the foods I'm usually used to. Bro, the hardest part I had was not eating sugar. I was craving sugar like crazy, like coffee with sugar. I was still drinking coffee,
Yeah.
and I would still crave the sugar in coffee. I couldn't drink the coffee by itself. It was like,
So
wow.
when I used to be very sick, I had high blood pressure, high cholesterol, which I don't believe was actually a problem now. And then I just had all kinds of issues. They were trying to prescribe me multiple different pills. I thought I needed to eliminate everything, right? So I went on this big elimination diet, and it worked. All my health issues, every single one of them was gone within like 2 weeks, right? So then I'm on this diet where I'm basically just eating like you were. I was just eating like vegetables and maybe some fruit here and there. Mm-hmm. But it was extremely restrictive, right? And it sucked because it's like, dude, you're not eating you're not eating what your body's
It
craving.
sucked, I'm not
So
gonna lie.
then I realized like, wait a second. Why was the stuff making me sick in the first place? Like why when I ate bread would my blood pressure just go through the roof? You know, there was nights where I'd have blood pressure like 170 over 100. It was getting
Damn, that's up there, bro.
yeah, and they're like, yeah,
That's hella high. You're supposed to be at 80 over 120.
yeah, and
Damn, I don't know nothing
Or
about
120 over 80.
no,
Yeah.
you want to be below 80 too, supposedly.
Below?
Yeah, but anyways, they're telling me, yeah, whenever that happens, you're supposed to come to the ER, but it was starting to happen like every night. So it's like, what am I supposed to do? So I was listening to them, I was cutting back to sodium, I was doing all that, and then you realize, wait a second, I don't need to go on some restrictive diet just eating juice and vegetables 24/7. I just need to stop eating food that has 20 different additives and is sprayed with 20 different pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, and insecticides. All the stuff that the body can't
That all
recognize.
sounded like one thing to me, but that sounds like he knows what
like-
he's talking about.
Sound like fun.
Hey, bro,
Damn,
but
fun,
he's
bro. We got
real, though.
scientists in the building.
He's real. I stopped eating anything that's processed, all that. I'm holistic right now, cuz.
Damn.
Yeah, man.
And it feels like 1,000%. You wouldn't even know. If
Okay,
you were
but
to
look
do
at
it, you
this,
would
right?
know.
Because right now you're avoiding a lot too, right? But what
Yeah.
if you didn't have to avoid anything? What if you could still have a cheeseburger, but instead of having a cheeseburger that's made with some bread with 100 different ingredients, you just had a cheeseburger made with bread that's just wheat, sea salt,
Like
water.
my mama's bread. My mom makes bread.
Yeah, something super simple, right? Like once you cut out all the industrially manufactured chemicals that for some people, look, some people, I don't know if it's genetics or what it is, you're going to be able to eat a lot of it and you'll do just fine. And then other people will be able to eat a lot of the store-bought foods and they will get stupid fat, right? And then some people will eat a lot of store-bought foods. They're not going to get fat. They're just going to get extremely unhealthy. So it's really just finding what foods are full of poison and avoiding those. So
Yeah,
so
that's
if you're gonna have bread, why would you get a bread with 20 different ingredients when
No,
all
I
it needs
believe
is
in what he's talking
wheat,
about.
sea salt, and water? Like why? What's
more
the point of
ingredients,
doing that?
more flavor.
Nah, bro, because a lot of the ingredients are
I
but
need
a lot of the
MSG
ingredients
in
are
everything.
useless, bro. Like they put shit to make it last for
No,
years.
most
and
of
years.
it, most of it actually doesn't even enhance flavor. A lot of it is just preservative. The majority is just preservative.
Yeah, because they don't want
preservative,
they don't want the bread to go out fast, because then they'll have to toss
Right.
it out, and then all of a sudden, like they don't make no money. So I
Yeah,
get it.
and appearance. You know,
Bro.
in the United States, people won't eat fruit if it looks beat up. So that's why with farming, it has to be so specific. Like everything in the grocery store has to be waxed and like looking all
I
pretty.
do love the
because
way shit
people
looks
won't
when
buy
it's
it.
hella nice and
It's
clean.
dope. The whole big.
Like
old
you go to
bag.
Rayleigh's and shit looks beautiful, and
I'm
you go to
not
Winkle, looks
buying
stomped out.
no weird, sloppy looking strawberries. I
Fuck
want the
no.
biggest, the most genetically modified ones that I could find.
Fucking clones.
Yeah, exactly. So that's
This
part of the
was-
reason right
This
there.
was the problem.
See this fool.
This was the problem, bro.
I love that shit. If I find a strawberry this big, bro, I'm buying that shit.
Hey, but unhealthy shit tastes is
Hella good.
For example, like you were saying, I have to avoid shit. And,
Bro,
okay, the chips, the ruffled chips.
I have to eat those.
You know
bro.
what you could have instead of chips?
Yep.
What?
Bro, super
Potato
simple.
chips?
I
No.
swear
I mean,
to God,
well,
if you
look-
say some soy shit.
No. It's extremely simple, bro. First of all, if you're gonna get like store-bought chips, there's this brand called Sieta. They're not bad at all, and they just fry their chips in avocado oil. It's just like
What kind of chips?
various grains.
That does sound good,
Just
though.
like corn chips,
Because
just
it's a
stuff like
potato. No, not corn.
Corn
Potatoes.
chips.
that. Corn chips, potato chips.
We gotta eat potato, guys.
Yeah, corn chips, potato chips, like wheat tortilla.
Honestly, I'm just not eating. I'm only eating my meals now. I'm not snacking. I only snacked on almonds and shit. And like, I'm still trying to lose some weight. That's why.
My boy passed up
Yeah,
on
but look.
pizza today.
Okay, look.
I literally just watched these niggas eat pizza.
So people say that unhealthy food tastes good, right?
Uh-huh.
And I completely agree.
It does, bro. Like some fire ass,
But-
shitty ass, unhealthy ass ice cream is hella good.
Okay,
Bro.
but so to the people who say that healthy food doesn't taste good, it's just because you're eating gross vegetables and just stuff that the body doesn't crave, right? If you're eating some good high quality ice cream made with raw milk, honey, maybe an egg yolk in there just to make it a little bit more creamy, and then some vanilla extract, and you're going on that. You're eating that with a grass-fed cheeseburger made with organic sourdough.
Yeah,
just
no,
3 ingredients.
I'm not doing that shit.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
sounds like
This
a
was hella
grass-fed
anti-
shit. Nah, I'm good.
$55.
Yeah.
Nah, I would eat that.
I
Yeah,
would
but
not.
no, so-
don't give me no grass-fed bullshit, vegan, raised
Bro,
on some
grass-fed
farm that was
grass-
massaged and
Shit,
shit.
hella burnt. Grass-fed cow
Yeah.
is good.
Nah,
That
I,
is
I
some
want
of the better beef.
It's like
I
a
want
chicken,
the-
bro, that walks around and eats random shit.
I want
That's-
the
You know,
hate
mom's
fed
eggs
for
is
you
hella
cows.
fire.
Yeah, no, like
This was
so
hella
if you're
burnt.
just
Don't
eating,
listen to
if you're
this.
just eating like real quality food, it's gonna be so good. Like, and people are like, oh, it has too much sugar, and then they like, oh, this is my protein ice cream, and it has like, they're like, oh, sugar's not too bad, but they're forgetting the 50 ingredients, and then they go home and I was like, oh, why am I fat? Why do I have high blood pressure?
'Cause you eat
Why
too
am
much.
I always sick? No, it's because you're eating stuff that's not food.
No,
'Cause
you
you're-
eating dodo shit, bro. You could tell the difference.
Bro,
I'm telling you.
bro,
Looks
if you're
like my guy has some real food right here.
yeah.
We're gonna get
So-
to that here in a few minutes.
He got the real food. How much did you pay for the food over there?
So this stuff is for the low.
$97.
Oh, he says for the low.
So well, the
Here,
milk,
here,
the milk
here.
was 10.
Tell me to the podcast,
Hold on, bro.
Mike.
Yeah. So food can get expensive. I usually only shop at farmers markets, but for the video,
That
I
milk
didn't-
looked like some bull little nut.
Yeah. So we got some raw milk. This was 10. And then
Okay, that's not that bad.
We just got a simple steak. It was only $11.
For
Oh, that's
that
not
little
too
ass
bad.
shit?
Yeah, and it's a steak, bro.
It's steak. Full steak is expensive.
And then
Good
just
steaks.
some
Nah, go to Costco.
pasture-raised chicken, simple stuff, $11. The sauce, that's where they get you a little bit. The sauce was like $10, $11.
Damn, the sauce is pricey. Wow.
And then the Parmesan cheese, just like $7, $8. You know, nothing
You
too
banked
crazy.
up, bro. When I see your little daily vlogs, you're like, I just went and got some water, 2 cases of water. I spent $70. I'm like, this food wild.
Yeah, no.
That's a $50 meal, or I mean,
You make a
$50
lot of
little
money, huh?
haul.
So right now I make about like $6,000 per month. But,
Damn, stacking.
but in food, I spend about $3 per month.
Damn.
But the thing is,
that's expensive. That's
Yeah,
why
you
we're
trying to
all
make
fat,
people-
okay, guys?
You
Because we
trying to
don't
make people vegan with that type of freaking
Budget?
expense? Come on, bro.
yeah, but
You
but
have
the
to be a
truth
baller
is,
to be healthy.
yeah,
Seriously.
but the truth is, you don't need a lot of money to like eat healthy. I just prefer to get like the highest quality possible. But you can go to the store and you can buy like 10 pounds of ground beef for like $50, right? That will last you. If you can freeze
Yeah,
that,
10 pounds a lot.
That will last a long time, right? Then you can
$5
get
a pound. That's not bad. That's damn near the going
and then
rate.
water,
Yeah.
right? You can go to like any like natural store.
What is
Whole
it called?
Foods. You can get,
Findthespring.com?
or you can just go to a spring and get water for free, right? But good quality water. You can go to the grocery store, get reverse osmosis water, 25 cents a gallon. You know, filtered
Hey,
water.
you guys think he's gassing, but that fool Gary Brecka, he just came out and he was talking about it on the podcast. They say that that fluoride shit they put in water is
That's-
associated with low IQ.
Well,
Oh, that's
it's not
terrible
just
for you.
associated, bro. It's like when you give a kid fluoride, they're gonna be an idiot. You know, they give a, you know, they have a,
Now I know what happened to little Doodle Bob.
you know,
Shout out
all the
Doodle Bob,
babies,
cuz.
right? You know, they have water in the store. That's water with fluoride for infants, and then these parents give it to their kids, and then their kids will have all these issues, and the parents are like, "Oh man, why do my kids have issues? Okay, let's go back to the store and get some, and they'll get some like cough syrup or something with Red 40 in it. Okay, so this should fix my baby."
Yeah, they say Red 40 is even Sister Newsom, bro. He's banning Red 40, I think, by like what 2030.
There's
If
a
it's that bad,
lot-
why don't they outlaw it right now?
Damn
There's a
it! Now the
lot.
hot Cheetos aren't gonna look hot anymore.
Bro,
They're
I
gonna
don't
be
know.
blue. They got the. What about the blue color? Cause
I don't know. I doubt that they're gonna ban it. I doubt
Blue
it.
Lake, Blue
Blue
Lake
40.
3. Nah,
what
but,
about this, bro? I found this on your Twitter account, and I found that quite interesting. You were talking about how donors, if you're a donor, they'll pretty much like not try to save you.
Yeah. So this is very interesting.
If you're a so let me. So basically, if you're a registered donor, your organs will be harvested while you're still alive. You said, dead people cannot donate organs, right?
Yes, that's true. So, there's a doctor called Dr. Ryan Bren. Let me make sure I'm saying his name right. Dr. Paul A. Bren. And he was the first one to introduce me to this. But there's many doctors who have talked about they have patients that come in and the criteria for brain dead has been set so low that way they can harvest organs. So there's all these doctors coming out saying, hey, we're having patients come into the hospital who are okay, but by the criteria, we have to consider them brain dead. And when they're brain dead, we have to harvest their organs. So they're basically having people who were going to fully recover or just pass away peacefully. But in a lot of cases, it's people who are going to fully recover. And they're giving them these paralyzing drugs, these paralyzing agents, so that they can harvest their organs. Because now these people, they can't express, pain and they can't communicate. But there is a lot of evidence that these people are still relatively conscious. And that's why so many children and people who are declared brain dead recover. It's kind of insane. So
And what's the criteria? Like, so basically, what you're saying is there's a
so they measure brain waves, and there's like two other things that they measure, and every few years up until 2000 they were lowering the criteria to consider someone brain dead. So you have these people coming in who go in, they're unconscious, obviously, right? So they're getting treated and they're there, and their parents or the doctors are pushing their parents saying, hey, they're not going to make it, they're brain dead, we got to harvest her organs.
Yeah, 'cause
right?
he's a donor.
So then the parents are like, no. And then 2 months later, their child is back home fully recovering. And then it's like, wait, what a second. What's going on with this organ
how
thing?
many people that that were like, he's not gonna make it, and then slowly like, oh, all of a sudden, a miracle, like he's starting to recover.
Yeah, like don't just rip out his heart because he's unconscious a little bit, right?
I've heard about that, bro.
They're trying not to waste it.
For a long time. I've heard about it that and I don't know. Obviously, we don't know for sure. What
And look,
deal,
guys,
but-
we're speaking theoretically. This is all theoretical. We're conspiracy theorists. Don't take anything
Alleged.
seriously. This is a big
You're a
joke.
conspiracy theorist. We're not.
No, but it's hey,
We
I
know
heard,
shit for real.
Hey, but because of
We
this,
know.
I never wanted to put that I would be a donor.
No, I know. I did the same.
Because I heard that could be a thing, and nobody's even coming out to say it's true or it's not, or what's the
Well, okay, so-
criteria, like he's saying.
A video that's really good to watch, and he'll reference like other doctors who have had similar experiences. It's by Dr. Paul A. Brin, and he puts like studies and a bunch of stuff together about brain death, and basically his take is that brain death is invented for organ harvesting. Like a lot of people aren't truly brain dead. When
That's what he thinks.
that's what he thinks, but there's a lot of evidence that
But
he
there's brain dead people though. You
yeah,
can't
yeah,
say
no, no,
there's-
no. There's definitely
There's
people
some that
who
are
will
walking
never
around.
come back. But anyways, so he builds a lot of evidence that the reason they push brain death so heavily and make it so easy to consider someone brain death is because they want to harvest organs, and it's like a multi-trillion-dollar industry. But the video is called "Brain Death is a Lie. Don't Donate Your Organs" by Dr. Paul A. Brin. It's on Rumble.
have to
He
check it out
references
then,
a
see
lot.
what's
So anyone who's interested more in the topic, there's a lot of great information. in
Okay,
that
so
video.
basically, don't put on your license that you're a donor, and that's it.
Yeah, because if
Yeah,
because
I'm a
if,
registered donor.
if
donor.
you're
I didn't
knocked
know.
out and you're unconscious,
You're
you're a
done.
registered
Oh my
donor.
God, that's
Yeah,
a
I'm re-
donor.
yeah.
Are you gonna unregister or what?
I submitted the thing to unregister, but they
They
make
say,
it
hell no.
they make
Oh
it very
shit! They're like,
difficult.
nah, bitch, this is our shit.
No,
now.
no, no. They make it really difficult.
So why did you
I
do
was
it
like,
there? Because
Plotting on
What?
his kidneys. They're like,
Who
hell
convinced
yeah.
you to donate your shit?
Well, they told me if you die, well, if you die, then they'll donate your organs. I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll be dead anyways. But then I didn't realize, oh wait,
Well, yeah,
if
they're
you're
not
dead,
gonna-
they can't donate your organs.
They're not gonna take dead organs. They're gonna take them before you die.
Yeah, yeah. So then
Exactly.
Yeah,
so that
I didn't
never
know.
makes sense. Like
You basically confiscated your organs.
you're basically
That's some
what
bullshit.
that
I'm
makes
taking
sense,
that
right?
kidney.
They can't take them
Yeah.
while you're dead. So then they got to take them while you're alive. That means you're still alive. So that means I might make it, but you're gonna kill me so you can take my
Well,
shit.
they can't take it when you're dead. It just can't be after a certain time of you dying. They can still harvest your stuff.
Well, I
There's
went-
people that
Whatever.
die in
Hey,
car
shout
crashes when
out
they
to
take
everyone who's donated organs. Because if I need one day, thank you. But R.I.P. if
It's
you
good.
do
You'll
it,
just
you wanna
take
do
his.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
okay.
bro.
And,
You're
okay, but
healthy
look,
and
then
shit,
you look
too.
at you look at why all these people need organs, and it's like a lot of people, like kidney donors, for example, right?
I'm not taking your kidney.
Or I mean,
You robbed it.
people who have failing
Salmonella.
kidney failure, and it's usually all because they just followed the mainstream advice. If you look at every single one of these cases, they're following the mainstream advice to a T, and then they eventually go on dialysis, screw up their whole kidneys, and then they need a new one.
Damn.
And it's like the whole thing is just like the medical industry just profit. Okay. Profit off of selling them the drug. Okay, the drug messed up their kidney. Okay, now profit off of selling them the treatment for their kidneys. Okay,
Hell yeah,
the
capitalism.
treatment for their kidneys just destroyed everything. So now profit off of selling them a whole new kidney is absolutely
Hell yeah,
insanity.
capitalism right there.
Yeah, that's freaking
America,
America,
baby.
That's insane.
America. Welcome to America. We love
America.
capitalism.
Hey.
So, bro, tell us about the meal you're about to prepare here.
Yeah, so
Hey, bro, hold on. Before we start any of this, we gotta put out a disclaimer.
Tell
Don't
us.
condone any of this. Don't do this type of shit. This is a stunt done by a
It's
professional.
he's a professional.
yeah, so
All right.
Political stunt, is it? Nah.
we're gonna talk about first why I'm gonna eat this, and
Okay,
then after
tell me why. Here, I'm gonna put this
Well,
live on Instagram.
And
Hold on.
also,
Yeah.
I like
you're
that
doing
shit.
this of your own free will. We are not coercing you.
Hey, look
Yeah,
in
I'm
the
gonna-
camera
I'm gonna
and
move the
say
mic a
that
little
we
bit.
All
are
right,
not
so we're
forced
doing
you to
this
do any of
live
this.
right now. This you guys gotta watch this. I
So-
don't know who's all on Instagram, but you guys gotta
Yeah,
get
we're
on
gonna set
here.
this up. So
Come on.
basically,
Okay.
about 2 years back.
Hold on, bro. We can't hear you. Put the mic
Let me
on.
put it closer to you like
We
that.
can't
Yeah.
hear you eat that raw ass chicken.
So
You getting hella red from this, cuz.
oh yeah, I matched
It's
the
like
marinara.
diffusing a bomb.
Oh, look at that. He's making freaking raw meat. I mean,
So
tell us about it while you cook it.
okay, so about 2 years ago, my boy got the thing in his arm.
The vaccine.
Yeah, and then they mixed it with a flu shot and one other one. They give him like 3 at once.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so then goes home and his heart is like going crazy.
Uh-huh.
And he goes back and he's in the hospital for like 2 weeks.
Uh-huh.
And guess what the issue was.
Myocardia.
Nope.
What is that shit?
Guess why he was
allergic
having
reaction.
reactions?
Why?
Myocarditis.
Because he ate wild chicken.
No, because he had salmonella in his system.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
From what?
What?
Where did he get it? How did he get that?
Oh well.
chicken?
Here's where it gets you.
So hold on, I gotta tell you the full story.
So
now.
the majority of healthy people do have salmonella in them at all times. So all these like
Seriously?
bad bacterias are in everyone. It's just that they say, oh, sometimes the bacterias they they can have a bad day and they can go off, right? But anyways, so it wasn't because of the industrially manufactured chemicals that he got injected into his arm, wasn't because of that, but it's because he had salmonella. and let's see, did he eat some raw chicken or something? No, he was on a fully cooked diet, right?
Yeah, raw booty.
Okay, well, anyways, fast forward a little bit. About a year later, I'm drinking some raw milk, and I read this thing by Raw Farms, one of the biggest raw milk companies in California, and they accidentally released over 10,000 gallons of milk with salmonella, and they had all been purchased.
Damn.
And they didn't find it out until like a month later. Okay, guess how many people got sick from this? And these, according to the FDA, these concentrations of salmonella were very high. Like, this is dangerous, dangerous stuff.
Yeah.
How many people got sick?
How many?
Zero. So then, of course, 3 months later, the FDA tries to like start correlating things, but they failed epically. And then they realized, oh, wait, nope, no one got sick. Anyways, so then my friend, he also eats raw meat. And he's like, yeah, man, like I get it tested. I've eaten salmonella. I've eaten I don't even know how to pronounce it, but there's all these bacteria that have these crazy names. Culpobacter. He said, that's not the root cause. If anything, these are good for you. It's the other stuff in the food. So people get sick and it's an easy cop out because everyone has these bacteria present. And it just completely distracts from what's actually causing us to get sick. It's a super easy cop out. Well, anyways, so then I was like, okay, well, it's weird. So the raw milk that I get, the farmer, he goes, yeah, I can't sell you raw milk. It tested positive for salmonella. I was like, oh, give me that.
Damn. So you're looking for the salmonella?
Yeah. So I was like, give me that, right? And he's like, oh, he's like, I can't. He's like, I can't. I can go to jail. I was like, oh, it's for my pets. Don't worry about it, right? So then I get it.
So you're looking for this shit on purpose?
Yes.
What the hell's wrong with you?
Well, he says
look,
salmonella don't mean shit. That's
Yeah,
why.
So
well,
look.
not every chicken has salmonella.
Well,
not
no,
every
no.
egg has salmonella. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to go looking for
But
that
you have to
shit.
understand.
Hey, you gotta
Healthy
understand.
people-
Have you ever had salmonella poisoning?
I've eaten salmonella.
Have you ever
Well-
had salmonella poisoning? Like actual poisoning?
There's no evidence that salmonella can cause poisoning.
Okay, so
Because if you
the
isolate
salmonella
that-
that I had that I almost freaking threw up and died from,
Yeah.
that's
So he's
just
gonna
what?
prove it
This is
live.
some
He's going
bullshit.
raw chicken live
So this
to
is
show
what
you
this is
the
what I was
salmonella
what I was
bullshit.
talking about. It's a
Watch
very
this.
easy thing. A lot of times, what people will do is they'll eat some seed oil chicken,
So you eating the
covered
chicken or you eating the
Oh,
steak?
this is the steak.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
come
eat a little
on.
bit of both.
You're gonna eat both?
Yeah, a little bit of each. So
We got
raw meat.
Little Liver King.
Is this little liver king?
So raw meat is extremely chewy, and
Yeah, no shit, it's raw.
So
Yeah.
what are you gonna dip it in sauce?
Yeah, the chicken I'll dip
Oh my
in sauce.
God.
This is chicken parm. It's absolutely delicious. There's this guy. He made an Instagram just 15 days ago. He called himself Raw Chicken Experiment, right? Put me onto this recipe. He was like,
This is wild, bro.
There's a whole
Bro,
community.
don't follow this recipe. Just
There's
get
a-
this shit.
Hey, is the recipe on camera?
what?
Damn near move the plate a little to the side.
Move it a little
I'm about to put it up right now.
Oh, he'll put it up. He'll
He's
show you
gonna
guys
show
what
you
he's
this.
eating.
Yeah. So basically,
You know we have fire. We had it for thousands of years, right?
Hey, no, fire's
he-
fine. I eat cooked meat. I eat everything. I have no doubt.
I don't think we
Okay.
finished the disclaimer. Nobody is making you do this,
Hey,
right?
this is
Yeah.
all your free will, okay?
So basically, with all this stuff, right? The reason I got into it was because everyone. Then you realize, wait, these things that are the bad part of it, it's everywhere. It's in everything. So one is the biggest salmonella outbreak of all time, right?
Honestly, I can't believe you're actually gonna do that. I'm not gonna lie to you.
What's so unbelievable about it? It's
It
interesting.
just feels weird to see that. I've
Bro.
never seen somebody eat raw chicken.
I'm not gonna lie. This is hella fire too.
For real?
Bullshit.
Oh
How
my
much?
God.
It's chicken parm, bro.
Get out of here with that shit,
Hit
bro.
that shit, Luch.
I'm cool.
Bro, it's
I'm
chicken
cool.
parm.
It's not. It's raw chicken parm.
I'm
There's
not
a
gonna lie.
difference.
What's so bad about that?
It's
Bro.
raw, bro. So you're trying to tell me that every scientist that's done studies on salmonella is
Look,
bullshit?
he's eating it. He's
No, they're
live.
not. I
That
never said
doesn't
they're
mean-
Proving it live.
I,
bro.
I
my
never
God.
said they're bullshitting. All I'm saying is that thousands of people eat raw chicken every day. It's all
Okay,
these cultures.
but that doesn't mean that-
Ethiopia, Japan, all these cultures. People eat
Look,
raw
this
They
chicken.
is
would
baby
eat it
Liver
cooked if they
King.
had
And
the
look,
choice.
I know, but look, no, they have the choice.
Liver King. Hell yeah, look at that.
But
Damn.
so all these people are
And he
eating.
said he's enjoying that shit too.
so
My
all-
ass, he's enjoying. Cook that shit and eat it, and then
So-
you'll actually enjoy it.
Hey,
all
why don't
the-
you take a bite?
I'm not taking that shit. You think I'm mentally
Hey,
retarded?
can't knock it until you try it, right?
I can knock it.
But
I don't need to try it.
so back to like the raw chicken. So what? So
Bro,
that-
you be drinking too much fluoride, huh?
So what bothers you? What bothers you so much about it being raw?
Well, first of all, you got to be mentally retarded to eat that because it's raw meat. You have a way to cook it. Secondly, there's actual diseases that come with it. One of them is actual salmonella. You never had salmonella, so you don't know
but
about
I've
it.
eaten.
It doesn't
food
matter if you
with
eaten it.
positive
You-
for
this is what you
salmonella.
had it.
Raw
But
meat.
no, you have
What's
to
talking
understand.
about?
Okay, but you've never had salmonella. Wait until you
But-
get
but-
it, and then you're gonna change your mind.
So
you're
what is
gonna,
salmonella?
We'll put you
Hold
back on the
hold
podcast.
Hold on. What is salmonella?
The shit that freaking makes you
No,
sick and you almost die from it.
salmonella
It's
is
a
bacteria.
bacteria.
Yes.
Yes, so salmonella is bacteria. I eat the bacteria all the time. I've had salmonella hundreds of times.
You've had salmonella and you've gotten sick? So how do you know you've had salmonella?
So here's the thing.
Hey, he's the one eating the raw meat. Let him do it.
What's your evidence that salmonella causes a person to become sick? Because I eat salmonella all the time. And I can't
because
become
I've
sick.
eaten some weird looking chicken that was actually cooked.
It was
that-
probably bad too.
And it was cooked.
It was actually cooked, but it was cut on a board, on a freaking wood board in Mexico that they actually chop the raw chicken. Then they cook it, throw it on there, chop it again, and put it in your tacos. And I was sick as shit. And a lot of people were sick as shit. So you're trying to tell me
how does
that
prove the cause? How does that prove that the salmonella was what caused your illness? Because I eat the salmonella all the
because
time.
of the symptoms that you get from salmonella. What,
Okay,
what
but-
don't you understand?
But hold on, what don't you understand? Because you're basically saying the effect of you being sick proves the cause. That doesn't prove the cause, my friend.
Yes, it does.
No, it
because your
doesn't, because-
symptoms show that this is salmonella.
Hold on, there's presents under the Christmas tree. That proves that Santa Claus.
Oh
put
my
it there.
God, we're talking about Santa Claus now, bro. Come
Hey,
on.
hey, but no,
You mentally retarded,
but here's the
man.
thing. Here's the thing. So,
Santa
Dude,
Dude,
this
uh,
is a scientific thing that you can prove. It's
Okay.
an actual bacteria
So,
that
let's get to the
causes,
science
has
aspect of it.
effects to your body. You're
So-
trying to tell
Hey,
me that
let him eat the
that
damn
shit's fake.
meal.
So
I am. I'm not stopping him from eating that shit.
Okay.
I'm just telling you, you.
I know,
Go
but
ahead.
okay, so we have to look at bacteriology, right? Virology.
Hey, what is the benefit
molecular
of you
biology.
eating that and not cooking it?
He's
What,
just
what are
trying
you?
to prove your point.
It tastes good,
Okay,
makes
what-
me feel good. It started as trying to prove a point, but now I just do it because it makes me feel good. But
It makes you feel good.
yeah,
In which way?
energy, vitality.
You're trying to tell me that you get more energy and what nutrients from raw chicken?
Well, yes, that's obvious. It's not cooked. When you cook, you dehydrate things. You cook out nutrients.
Okay,
That's-
so
yeah.
so you're trying to tell me that by eating that, you're just so much more healthier than everybody else. Is that what
No,
you're trying to say?
you don't have to eat raw
You're
meat to
trying to
be
tell
healthy.
me that if you eat that, the benefit of eating raw chicken is so much greater than everybody else's that this is the way of life.
For me, yeah. For me, this works for me.
Anyways, don't do this type of shit.
Yeah,
this
we
is
do not
healthy.
condone this. We do
Anyway,
not
no.
condone this.
Don't listen to his reasoning. That shit's
So,
stupid.
Raylu, you said that because you tested positive for salmonella and you were sick, that proves that the salmonella caused your illness. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So
How does that not?
because if you're gonna claim that X causes Y, you first have to show that X is real. Then you have to show it causing Y. You can't just be like, oh,
Let's simplify this shit. I eat chicken. Chicken has salmonella. I get sick, puking symptoms from salmonella symptoms that I get, and you're trying to tell me that what it was all in my head?
yes. Well, no. How do you know it's the salmonella that caused the illness? The chicken could have so many other
because
things
the
that can cause the illness.
symptoms of your symptoms that you have.
What about Lucci?
come
Let
from
him tell us
salmonella? What do you mean?
My
this is-
stomach is hurting just watching him
But
do this,
this is
bro.
where
I can't lie.
This is where it gets interesting, right? Because you guys are saying that simply the reason salmonella causes illness is because when you got sick, you tested positive for salmonella, but I eat salmonella all the time, and every healthy person has salmonella in them. So is it possible that there's something else in that chicken that caused you to become sick, and it wasn't just
You're saying it was a sick chicken?
You know, the invisible microbe.
You're trying to say
I mean,
it was a
is
sick
it
chicken?
possible? Is it possible that you just eat a toxic diet full of just stuff that doesn't belong in the body, and every once in a while your body has to remove it, and you throw up and you get sick, and it's just a normal process? Just because you test positive for something that all healthy people have in them doesn't prove that it caused your illness, because just like my friend when he got that injection,
I'm not eating raw chicken, bro. I don't know what the hell you keep trying to push.
I'm not asking you to eat raw chicken, but this is more so to think about what we've been taught. Like, 'cause we're so scared. Oh, someone's coughing. You know, they're germs. They're gonna make me sick. And we're
Okay, so if I hang out with somebody that's got the cold or a flu,
yes.
and I get the cold and the flu, I get the same symptoms as he did. Why is that different from salmonella symptoms? Because I ate the freaking salmonella.
You came in contact with it, yeah.
It's the same shit. I don't know what you're trying to get at with your chicken.
Again,
the salmonella, I don't get it.
So again,
there are symptoms.
So
the
if
reason
you're-
why
so if
salmonella
you're- if you're
is an
hanging out-
issue is because you have these symptoms afterwards.
yeah, but so
And you
this
don't
is the issue-
always,
this is the
not
issue of
every piece
illness.
of chicken has salmonella. I don't know if you know.
I hope this one
I
does.
can't believe you actually. Honestly, bro. Hey, here, let me tell you guys my thought on
Okay,
this.
tell me your thought.
I don't know about the science shit he's talking about. I don't know about salmonella. And
Bro,
all that.
that's
I'm not used to eating raw meat, so I just couldn't do it.
That's
Besides the point of the salmonellas and shit, you know.
But
Guys.
that's just freaking retarded. First of all, cook your meat and eat it. It tastes so much more better.
But who gives a shit if somebody wants to eat their meat raw? Why do you care?
I don't give a shit. It's
So
not
then
like I
why-
have to do.
why
I'm
you-
just saying you have to be like not
No.
quite okay in the head to be doing this
So-
shit on purpose when you could actually cook it. You're trying to tell me that raw chicken tastes better than cooked chicken?
Liver
So
King
back
does
to the no,
bullshit.
back to the point of it. So this is what it comes down to. So Raylu said, so you're saying if you went hung out with a friend who has a cold and you got a cold too, that means they gave you that cold.
Yes.
See, this is where things get interesting, because
Please elaborate on that.
okay, because,
That's very simple
because
to me.
it's a fact proving cause. It's just like same thing. It's like saying, okay,
Well, he has the virus. I hung out with that person that transmitted the virus onto me. Now I have his symptoms.
Yes.
Are you trying to tell me that I got sick from some unicorn or from my friend that
Hey,
was sick?
well, I mean, it sounds like you're implying that some unicorn jumped from your friend to you and made
All
you
right,
sick.
bro.
So okay,
I'm
well,
done with you.
All right, so hear me out here. Basically, oh wait, I got talking to the mic. So
Be careful with them salmonella
here, we'll
hands.
set this down. 'Cause I wanna turn it down.
Salmonella hands.
It's only this hand. But,
All right, go for it.
So basically, in virology, the study of viruses, molecular biology, a lot of the methodology that they use is based off of like 100-year-old things. And when you actually like do the studies in person, so when you do transmission studies, the unaltered fluids of a sick host have never been able to cause illness in a healthy host ever. We've tried hundreds of studies. The Rosenau studies are a great experiment where they're taking sick people, making them cough in the mouths of other people, doing all that. We were not able to make illness happen in other people. So then when you look at like virus isolation and how viruses work, whenever there's an actual like so-called virus, so basically a lot of people base off of, well, hey, I got sick, you must have a virus because this PCR test said so, and the PCR test is just looking for sequences that are in every normal human. So then that proves that the virus caused the illness. And like I said, it's something similar along the lines of, hey, if I'm hungry and if I ate a pizza, I'd be full, and now I'm full, therefore I ate a pizza. Well, no, it's possible I could have ate something else, right? Well, so what I'm getting at with this is when you look at, hey, it's fine. It's
We
fine.
don't know- we
The
don't know
Russell
the
Westbrook clip right here where he's
Yeah.
like, what?
Yeah. So when you look at virology as a whole, the first thing, and it's because the germ theory, the theory of germs, the theory of viruses cause illness, and
Bacteria
cause
and viruses,
illness,
which has been
So-
proven for hundreds of years.
Well, it's a theory, but a scientific theory.
It's actually not a theory.
So
They used to have infections in surgeries and with doctors, and it was like 90-something% of actual procedures had infections. Then they found out, hey, there's actually bacteria on your hands, and that bacteria will actually get inside the person that you're cutting and infect them.
Yeah, so there's a lot of
wash our hands and put gloves on, and then guess what happened?
They didn't even wash the tools.
There's a
back then.
lot of things that can cause illness.
But what happened after that?
There's a lot of when you wash hands, but that does not prove the cause. Again, because people had a bunch of toxic stuff on their hands. They're touching into other people.
Dude, it went from 90-something% of infections to almost none.
All right, give me 2 minutes just to break this down, and then we'll talk about that.
And you're trying to tell me that the bacteria is fake? It's all in your head?
No. So when there's a scientific theory, like the germ theory, you want to make sure that it adheres to the scientific method. The scientific method, you probably learned it.
Theory is something that you don't really prove. You have an idea.
Yeah, but
this isn't a theory.
It's
this
called
is
the germ
legit.
theory. In science, in literature, at any university you go to, at any lab you go to, it's called the germ theory. All microbes, it's all based off the germ theory. That's viruses and bacteria. Okay? So when you have a scientific theory like they have, the germ theory, basically what you need to do is you need to show X and Y. And basically, if you're going to claim that X causes Y, you have to first show that X is real, right? This is cause and effect. And you have to show it causing Y. Pretty simple stuff. So
yeah, that's science.
So
that's how it works.
So what they do in virology, we're going to use viruses for an example here, right? So what they do in virology is they take the fluids of a sick human who's supposedly sick. This is how they prove that it's a virus that causes illness, okay? So they take the fluids of a sick human, then they put it in what's called a viral transport medium with trypsin. And if you look up trypsin, the number one effect of trypsin is kidney failure. Okay, but then they mixed it with streptomycin, amphotericin B, and all kinds of other antibiotics, antifungals, and then they give it minimal cell nutrients. The cell itself is already starving. Okay, so they have this viral transport medium. They take it and then they throw it on a monkey kidney cell, and then when it kills the cell, they'd be like, "Oh shit, the virus killed it." Okay. But then the issue is when you properly control it, which there's a virologist named Stefan Lanka and some other great people in this field to look into, Dr. Tom Cohen, Dr. Andy Kaufman, basically exposing what used to be their fields of work. They used to be virologists, bacteriologists, epidemiologists, molecular biologists, all talking about, well, okay, what we're doing is completely by definition pseudoscientific because they're mixing a bunch of chemicals, and when you properly control it, the cell dies either way. So not only do they're just assuming that there's a virus in there. They're just assuming that there's a virus in that human fluid. They've never seen it. So then people be like, oh, well, I've seen a picture of a virus. Okay, this is where it gets good. So once they kill that cell, they take that sample out, and then they heat it to 450 degrees. And then they stain it with heavy metals. And it's like a chemical staining process because otherwise, if they don't do this, they're not going to be able to see the virus. Okay?
What, hold on, bro. You're trying to tell me that scientists can't see viruses? Is that what you're trying to say?
I'm trying to say that the particle, there's no evidence that particle that they get that goes through all these processes that I just described.
I can show you an actual virus that is attacking white blood cells.
Yeah, and I could show you a picture of Bigfoot, but I have to first prove it's Bigfoot, right? And this is the same.
Okay, so that you just don't believe what the actual scientists put out there, and you're coming up with your own theory.
No, there's hundreds of scientists.
You can
actually
actually see viruses, dude.
But hold on.
Well, he's trying to say
that different types of cells and different types of stuff.
Hundreds of virologists who have came out and said what we were working with.
But this isn't a theory. This is something you could actually you could actually prove. You could see how it reacts with different things.
He's finishing off the meal.
You can actually look at it. This is science. This isn't theoretical science like you're talking about.
It's called the germ theory, and it is a theory. And
that's what I'm saying.
Okay,
theory is just an idea.
And it's technically because it does not adhere to the scientific method because the scientific theory
it can't be proven. Theories are non-proven.
But hold on. So all these virologists, bacteriologists are coming out and saying, hey, what we were working with in the labs, they have no ability to cause illness in nature. Viruses,
there's millions of people that think that the Earth is flat too. Does that mean that because of a lot of people say one thing,
it does not?
It becomes true.
It does not. But if they were able to actually go up and take it, literally prove it, that would be different.
Well, here's the thing.
Right? But
here's
hold on.
my
With
question.
this, look, all these virologists, bacteriologists. For one, you have hundreds of people getting together and eating these supposedly deadly pathogens, these bacteria that are like so. no one can get sick. All these people who were in these fields who are coming out and realizing, okay, there's other things that cause illness because basically.
Okay, what about the people that are actually getting sick from these things?
Well,
are you disregarding all of those?
No, no one's saying people don't get sick. It's saying the cause is inverted.
Okay, not everybody reacts to. Not everybody reacts to certain bacteria the same. Okay, yeah. Some people. You go to South America, you find people that eat all kinds of crap, and they don't get sick from it. We will.
You have to first prove that the bacteria can make you sick. So I've tried getting sick from bacteria. I've eaten all kinds of salmonella. I've eaten all kinds of things. I can't get sick. Hundreds of people.
How do you know that you ate salmonella?
Well, because it's tested. Chicken.
No, not all chicken has salmonella.
No. I've made sure it's tested. I have the results. I drink salmonella multiple times. Tested everything.
So you deliberately look for salmonella and this type of shit.
He's trying to make a point that
and this is what scientists
get him sick. If that's his experience, that's his experience.
But this fool is also eating fucking 1 pound of chicken costs damn near what $11.10. So
yeah,
this
go
is
eat
like
some
the best.
Winco chicken, bro.
This is pasture raised.
Oh, okay, but then Winco chicken, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So Winco chicken. What's in Winco chicken, right?
Go get some Walmart chicken and then talk to me.
Well, I know. You guys are literally proving my point. Bullshit. You guys are literally like proving what I'm talking about because this can have salmonella, right? So can the Winco chicken, but the Winco chicken will make you sick. And then you look at, oh wait, well it also has bleach, heavy metals, like all kinds of things in it, and it's like. It's kind of insane. So
you're trying to tell me chicken has bleach and heavy metals?
Yours is not.
So what we're getting at here is basically there's a lot of scientists who are in the field of molecular biology who have been experimenting on themselves and others, trying to prove that transmission, trying to prove that we can make someone sick with the unaltered fluids of a sick host, trying to prove that we can make someone sick with just bacteria alone and not mixing it with other toxic chemicals. And they haven't been able to do so, and they've been putting a lot of effort in. Stefan Lanka has some great experiments just in the whole field of virology, bacteriology as well. Dr. Sam Bailey, Dr. Mark Bailey, they both do great work in this field with both experiments, everything. Dr. Tom Cohen.
Okay, so what is the point of doing all these experiments?
So basically, because the issue is we cannot make people sick with these bacteria that are supposedly the root cause of illness. We also
but
can't
people
make people
are getting sick from this type of stuff.
So, that's great. That's great that you asked. I'm so glad you asked. So, because then if the bacteria aren't making people sick, then what is making people sick, right? So then you realize
the bacteria that they ate, bro.
But you don't understand.
That bacteria doesn't make you sick.
But you don't understand. Thousands of people have been trying to eat these bacteria, and no one's been able to make themselves sick with it. That's the issue here. So if these bad bacterias are not making people sick, then what is? And that's the real question. And then you start looking at, oh wow, almost everything in this world is, in the modern world has became like extremely toxic, even more so than 50 years ago. It just gets progressively more and more. And then you look at even things like the Black Plague, right? You look at these times where people are like drinking poop. Obviously poop's gonna make you sick. It's waste, right? Like stuff like that. But that doesn't.
What makes you sick in poop?
But that doesn't.
E. coli, nigga. That's bacteria.
But that doesn't prove that the E. coli caused it because what you would have to do is no. If you're gonna claim that X causes Y, you have to take the E. coli, isolate it by itself, and make someone sick with it. That's been done. That's been done, and they failed.
You ate it. Yeah. It caused Y. But you getting sick and almost dying.
Yes, but 100%. hold on. Just because the E. coli is in there doesn't mean that it caused the illness.
It does because I got sick from the freaking E. coli.
Because when you isolate the E. coli,
say if you eat E. coli by itself, you don't get sick.
You cannot get sick by eating it.
So why do all these people get sick?
He's trying to say that it must have been something else.
Let me make a point.
All right.
Let me make a point.
You guys say what you got to say.
I agree with you that there is a lot of additives and weird shit in food that could potentially cause harm, but I disagree with you that this shit is just completely safe. Like, if you had kids, would you let your kids eat raw chicken?
Well, he's eating it himself, so I would say yeah.
I mean,
okay.
And when your kid gets sick and starts throwing
like
up,
I said, guys,
are you still gonna feed him this shit?
I'm not saying that raw chicken can't make you sick. I'm saying that the bacteria in the raw chicken cannot make you sick, and that's because I've tested it on myself, and hundreds of scientists have tested it on themselves, trying to prove that the germ theory is true.
Okay, I call that bullshit.
Thousands
of people are trying to get salmonella,
Yes.
But
yes.
thousands
Okay,
of
how
people
about this?
get
Look it up and
salmonella
we'll talk
every
about it
year.
after.
Yes.
I definitely want to do
How
some
about
more
we
research.
gotta do some research on that and
Yeah.
see?
So,
Dude,
You're
look
getting
up
E.
how
coli
many
on
people actually
everything.
get.
So
Look up
any-
how
Yeah,
many people
but there's
get
so much fake
salmonella.
news even
But
from the
hold on,
government.
so
Look up how many people get salmonella
people
per
get
year.
sick all the time, but that doesn't prove the cause. You have
Okay.
to understand.
They
You have
So how do
salmonella
you-
right now.
Okay, how do you get sick with salmonella?
From the freaking salmonella virus.
But
The bacteria.
why does everyone have salmonella?
Why
when
don't
they're
they
not
get sick when they don't
So
get
people have
salmonella?
salmonella in their bodies.
Yes.
That's what I was thinking too.
Why don't you
majority-
get
so
sick
we're eating
if
all these
you don't get
additives.
salmonella?
Exactly.
So
How come I don't get symptoms of salmonella when I don't have salmonella?
but hold
when
on.
I don't
Go
eat
get-
it?
How do you know you don't have salmonella? You have to get tested for it first. When you get tested, the majority of people
Bro,
have salmonella.
it's very simple. You're
How
over.
you get tested for that?
What you can go to the doctor. You can get
Blood test or
they can do swabs, piss, all kinds of things.
Oh yeah.
Shit.
This is the most cross contamination I've ever seen in my whole life.
Yeah.
This nigga's grabbing the plate, setting the plate on the little pedestal. He's grabbing his phone. Bro, there's salmonella on everything in this room.
It's good. I'm not
We
scared
don't have
of
to
that shit.
quarantine.
I'm not scared of that shit. Marina be like, "Oh my god, you touched the raw chicken with that thing." And
Yeah, well, like I said,
I don't be afraid.
There's
not
something
all
to it.
has salmonella, so not all of chicken, but
I think you're missing the point.
percentage of salmonella is higher in chicken, eggs, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but I think
okay?
you're missing the point. When
I'm not
people
missing
have
the point.
salmonella, they're not sick.
I get what
there's
you're saying.
people,
Just
there's
agree.
sick people with salmonella and there's healthy people with salmonella. So the question is, why is someone getting sick who's testing positive for a virus or a bacteria? Why are they sick? If the virus can't make them sick by itself, or if the bacteria can't make them sick by itself, the question is, why are they sick?
And what's the answer to it?
And the answer is extremely unknown, but there's hundreds of obvious potential causative factors, just like common sense stuff.
Don't
Every
eat the freaking raw chicken. Common sense stuff. What the
mean,
hell are you
hey.
talking about?
Well, I mean,
You guys
each
are
his
wild.
own.
This is the
look,
craziest
look,
conversation
it's
ever.
interesting because you have an issue of me eating raw chicken.
I don't have an issue.
But-
You can do
okay, but no, no,
whatever
but
you
it's
want. You can do
interesting.
whatever you want. This
Well,
isn't about you. Okay?
No, but it's interesting because you think it's so weird that I eat raw meat, and I think it's so weird that
Even if salmonella wasn't involved, okay, like raw beef doesn't have salmonella, it's still weird as shit. I would still judge you the same.
Okay, cool,
It doesn't
cool.
make a difference.
Yeah,
okay?
but
I mean,
anyways,
it's
so,
a farmed animal.
Hey,
you know?
I'm a fan of Liver King. He
Yeah.
eats raw shit all day, but I
That's
don't
'cause
think
he's
I could
freaking
do it.
retarded. You know that it's actually very bad for you to eat raw liver. If
So-
you eat too much raw
yeah,
liver,
you can get
it has-
toxicity.
yeah,
It's,
okay.
there's too much. It
Because
could
the
be.
liver's like
So
your
that
filter,
would be
bro.
straight
Exactly.
eating hella raw liver.
So basically, you think it's weird that I eat raw meat, and I think it's weird that you drink a Pedialyte with like 20 industrially manufactured chemicals and red 40.
Doctors approved, bro. You know how
you're
much-
brainwashed. Huh? He's not woke.
brainwashed.
Look. Obviously, I'm not telling
Hey,
people
just because a doctor said it doesn't mean shit.
no. If
I
a
don't know,
doctor
but I'm
said
gonna
it,
trust a doctor over some theory.
Yeah,
from
but
some
who
people.
told the doctor what's approved?
By doing a lot of studies on
Get
actual
out of here. How many
electrolytes.
No, but there's a lot of truth. I get,
How come if I have a headache and I drink
And look-
this, it instantly I just feel
'Cause
so
you
much
drink-
more
drink
hydrated?
hella salt.
I wanna-
Everything is great.
you could just drink some water and
because
salt.
it's suppressing. Look, it's
I don't want to. I'd rather drink
You
this.
could drink water with
That
salt
shit
and it'll
tastes
make you
Bro,
fine.
the
better.
electrolytes is a whole different thing. You don't
My
know about
point
that.
is that just because how many things doctors used to think and now they're coming out like avocados used to be they're bad. Now all of a sudden
I mean,
they're good.
doctors used to think
I don't like
smoking was
avocados
good for
anyways.
you. But okay,
They
look.
used to say because
They was getting paid by them damn tobacco companies.
Yeah, but look, I want to make a point.
So then what? We all gonna start smoking?
Yeah,
No.
but look, basically, I'm not saying that anyone should eat raw meat. Don't eat raw meat.
Yeah,
this is simply
please don't.
so you can question.
He's just trying to prove a point.
Look,
All right, go for it.
I'm a scientist doing science. All right. Look, this is simply.
Where's
this
your
is-
lab coat?
You should have brought the lab coat,
Look,
cuz.
this is simply because people need to question if these viruses and bacteria are not able to make me sick or thousands of other people sick by themselves. Then what is making people sick, right? And this is just a question you need to ask yourself. And you know,
So,
the,
what
the
is
answer,
Hey,
making
can
the
I
answer
give you
to
guys
this-
some final thoughts after he's done?
Oh, please.
What is making people sick? Then?
One thing though, I'm gonna tell you right now, because I saw him do that, I'm gonna probably feel a lot easier about raw chicken around me because I'm not eating it raw anyway. But you know, some people be like, "Oh my god, I tested raw chicken." Like, I'm about,
Okay.
I'm gonna have a higher tolerance to that.
When you get salmonella and you shit
I
yourself
never had
for,
salmonella.
You will.
When I crossed that bridge.
When you
Bro,
shit yourself
I
for
ate
a
salmonella
week,
2 weeks ago.
when you shit yourself for a week and you throw up and you feel like you're gonna die, I'm gonna come over here and
It's
we're gonna
not the
redo
cause,
this
it's the
podcast. Okay.
effect. How you
I was
say
gonna
it?
say we gotta check in
Effect
on
does
him
not
in like
prove
2
cause.
days. 2
Hey,
days.
effect
I
does
ate
not
this
prove
yesterday.
cause.
I've been eating this every day for like
well-
2 weeks.
We'll follow up with you on this, and you'll tell them.
Yeah, either
think we're
that or
going.
we'll put a post that he freaking died from this shit or something.
So
You're stupid, bro.
All right, be safe.
Cool.
Don't eat raw chicken.
That was fun,
Peace.
bro. That was fun.
Challenge the
Hey, this fool's
narrative.
got, you know,
Question
his points and
everything.
his views on shit.